my people, how you doing? I hope you're having a damn good day. Welcome back to the channel, and today we will be talking about Josko Gvardiol, the new signing from RB Leipzig. I think it's going to be around 100 million. I don't really know exactly what the full price is and everything. Fabrizio Romano didn't really tweet or talk about that. But of course, a few months ago, it was rumored to be around 90 to 100 million. So we'll just go with the 100 million. Of course, Leipzig, that was their price. That's what they set. And I don't think it'll be much higher or lower than that. So we'll just assume for now it's going to be around 100 million for Josko Gvardiol. Great defender. Of course, he is playing as a left back in this situation. I do more or less see him playing as a left back. I do think he can play as a centre back, of course, for City, but I think the way Pep plays with his 4 centre backs, playing 2 as full backs from time to time, I think this will more or less be his position. I mean, he has a fairly good pace in FIFA as well, just below an 80. I think it's a 78 overall, which is quite nice, quite good, quite strong as well. Quite pacey, so you know. So in the base 4-3-3 formation that Pep plays, I see him playing as a left back. He could potentially play as a centre back. Maybe what we see happen is John Stones moves over to the right back position. Diaz shifts over to the right hand side. Gvardiol comes in as the more natural left-footed centre back, and then Ake can play as a left back as well. But we'll get into those instructions sooner or later. Right now, I think this is a great signing, but it is a lot of money. I mean, it's the most expensive defender ever. 100 million for him. It's a lot of pressure, to be honest, but I think this is a signing for the future. Of course, he is 21 or 22 years old, depending on what time period you're looking at. In FIFA 23, he's 21. But, you know, it's going to be a 5-year contract, so maybe he's not the instant impact player, very much like what Jack Grealish was. He wasn't the instant impact player he was supposed to be, but he didn't turn out, to be as effective as what he should have. And it took him a year to settle and bed himself into the team and get things going. And we saw this past season, Jack Grealish wasn't as efficient or prolific in front of goal, but he was really, really good for Manchester City. Like something stats can't tell you, it's what your eyes tell you. So maybe that's more or less what City were thinking when investing into Gvardiol. But enough said, let's talk about the instructions for the 4-3-3 formation, and then I'll hop into the box formation that Pep likes to play with the 3 centre-backs going forward. So, as for Gvardiol's positioning as a left-back, his instructions would be stay back while attacking, become an inverted full-back, as well as step up. So, you don't really want him going forward. I don't know if he's got a good cross on him, to be honest, but I don't think he does. So more or less you'd want him to stay back, be a bit more cautious, but also he has the speed and the pace and the physicality to match up with the opposition wingers. So if you've got a Marcus Rashford running at him, for example, he's going to be okay. He can literally bully Rashford off of the ball. And I think that's what Pep likes the most about him, especially if he's looking to play him as a left back going forward. And then of course you don't want him getting too far forward and getting out of position. You want him to more or less be tucked in, make sure that he can link up potentially with the midfield, but not free roam and wander into the midfield. He's not going to be a Zinchenko type player. He's going to stick to his role, stick to his position, and make sure he's very solid defensively, keeping his shape and his structure, and making sure there's no weaknesses in the Man City team going forward. I think that's quite a good, thing to have. And then of course you can also play him as a centre back in the 4-3-3 formation, and like normal, you just don't have to do anything with him. He does have a good passing range on him, though. He can break lines with his passing ability. So what I would advise is either you break the lines with Edison, or if you need a quick pass out left, you give it to Gvardiol, and he can probably find a Bernardo Silva or a Kevin De Bruyne or somebody in the midfield breaking lines, taking players completely out of the equation of the game. And also he can dribble quite well with the ball. He's not like the best, but he can definitely beat a man and dribble past him, drive the ball into the midfield a bit more. And we're seeing more and more of that with the centre-backs in the modern game. You want your centre-back to be able to beat a man, drop your shoulder, drive into the midfield, create overloads in certain areas. And I think Gvardiol, especially with his good 78 pace for a centre-back, that's quite quick. You're going to want to do that a lot more. Now, in terms of the box formation, Pep's superstar formation that helped win him the Premier League, the Champions League, and of course the FA Cup. Gvardiol, I think, is going to slot in quite well on this left-hand side. Of course, he is left-footed, and this is Nathan Ake's position. And this is why I say it's more or less an upgrade, because when this happens, Gvardiol's got the pace to get forwards, get backwards. And as the instructions go, if you followed that first video that I made of this formation, both of the left and the right centre-backs, they're both set to join the attack and get forward as well as step up. Now you want your centre-backs driving it into the midfield. Like I said earlier, creating overloads. And Ake was amazing at doing that, especially being out wide, hugging the touchline from time to time and finding the horizontal balls into a Rodri or a Foden or a De Bruyne, as well as potentially sometimes even overlapping a Jack Grealish. So I think this could work out even better having a Josko Gvardiol in the team. So these are the instructions for him for this formation, if you do decide to use this formation, of course. So yes, Manchester City's new £100 million signing. God damn, that's a lot of money. Let me know down below how you feel, if you like the signing for them or not, or if you're scared. I am quite nervous, I'm not going to lie, because Man City are just so damn good and how they're just adding superstar players to their team, or potential future superstars to their team. So it's going to be very interesting what they do for the rest of the summer. Of course, until the next time, have a great day. Smash the like button, subscribe if you are new, please, that would be great. There'll be more videos like this coming out fairly soon, peeps. Anyway, enjoy your day. I'm out.